there's a reason why Subway's open 24 hours. There's a reason why there were 4 other people there. Jussie, you should start from the point that you are innocent until proven guilty. It is the Chicago Police Department's job to prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt in a court of law. And all they've got is doubt. And all they've got is murk. But actually, in the end, if they had any evidence, they would have shown you the evidence.
Right.
They had no evidence whatsoever to tie the Osendero brothers to the crime. Whereas on the other side, what Shelley uncovered from their own records was surveillance footage, eyewitnesses, and forensic evidence that shows that there was a white man at the scene, or at least a pale-skinned man at the scene, corroborating entirely what Jussie Smollett claimed happened to him that night. So we are not looking at 2 conflicting narratives that should be given equal weight.
Yeah.
We're looking at one narrative that has all the evidence.
Well, that's the bone I have to pick with this situation. I'm gonna say that's the bone I got to pick. I don't know if that was on you, Abigail girl. I don't know who this was on, but I felt like I was watching a suspense.
Well,
I didn't like and this was somebody's life, and I'm sitting here watching, and I'm like, and I know Jussie, and I know that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the documentary, whatever, and I'm like, wait, I'm on the edge of my seat because I'm like, wait, how is this going to go? So I think to the average viewer, there are a lot of people out there who are still on the fence or are still thinking, well, he lied about something.
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Sorry, Jared.
Go ahead, Jared.
Well, I think in this case is Abigail and I have had conversations around the way that the documentary presents false balance. I think we think about false balance a lot in the United States when we think about the coverage of Donald Trump quite a bit, actually, right? As a person who's been in media and journalism in the United States for quite a while, we see on cable news and in various other places where we're on talking about something that Donald Trump has done, whether we're talking first administration, first election, second administration, right? And there's always some other person on the other side who is giving the other perspective as if it is a valid, equal kind of footing of a conversation, right? If we're talking about white supremacy, there's someone else coming on, well, it's not racist. If we're talking about the way that it's gonna harm communities, it's like, oh, well, no, it's not, right? As if like facts and data don't support what the person is saying, as if we don't know the way that these kinds of things tend to harm communities. And so we'll have another person that comes on and says, nuh-uh, essentially, as Eddie Johnson does in the documentary, right? Eddie Johnson comes on after Shelley and Abigail lay out all of this evidence that was included in the documentary. And he's like, oh, I hate when people come in with these silly conspiracy theories or these other perspectives. And it's like, that is not a rebuttal, right? Like I spent 6 years in speech and debate. I can tell you that is not a rebuttal, right? And so it is a frustrating thing to continue to see in the documentary. They do what we would call in reality television, like a roller coaster of doubt, right? They make you believe something is absolutely true. And then they knock it down with something where like, oh, well, then that other thing has to be true. And then they bring it back and they bring it back and forth. And that roller coaster keeps you going. And, the director of the film has said that he wanted people to be left unsure, which feels irresponsible to me.
It feels very irresponsible to me.
Yeah.
But I think that shows a prioritization of entertainment over facts.